the past couple of months, I have covered a few stories that really shine a spotlight on the anti-white hatred that is being spread in this country by our media, by left-wing politicians, by portions of the black community, and so on and so forth. Now, this was never my intention. I didn't set out to make videos to shine a spotlight on this problem. It kind of just organically happened because we've gotten to the point that it is impossible to ignore. And the people who aren't talking about it, best believe they understand that it's going on. They're just scared to talk about it. Because like I said, it's gotten to the point that we can't ignore it. We just watched the black community rally around Carmelo Anthony. We watched them raise over $500,000, not for anything constructive, all because they were happy that Carmelo Anthony killed a white kid at school. There's no coming back from that. For me, I can't sit by and ignore that because it's dangerous. We are headed into a very dangerous direction, especially when we are watching entire communities, entire races of people come together and celebrate when little white kids get killed. And Carmelo Anthony was not the only situation, not the only story. Of course, we had the story of Sade Perkins, a woman, a minister's wife, who uploaded a series of videos celebrating when a bunch of little white girls drowned during the floods that recently hit Texas. We have been watching stories like this play out for a while, yet some people are still in denial. With every story like this that I bring to you guys, people have excuses. With the Carmelo Anthony case, the excuse was, oh, well, maybe people just feel differently about this case. Maybe people really believe it's self-defense. No, people just hate white people. When it came to the Sade Perkins story, well, maybe she has a point. Maybe it's Republicans' fault. Maybe it's politicians' fault. No, she just hates white people, right? All of these stories have a common theme. All of this stuff is happening not because of differences of opinions, not because this is a complex matter that people feel differently about. No, we have a large group of people, and I'm not just talking about black people. There's plenty of white people in this group as well. We have a large group of people who actively, daily spread anti-white propaganda, whose entire existences have become shaped around, basically their entire personality is, oh, I hate white people. It's something that is impossible to ignore. And now, just today, I was looking through the news trying to figure out what I was going to talk to you guys about today. And this is how bad things have gotten. The number one news story in America right now has to do with this new blue jeans commercial. American Eagle blue jeans commercial. Apparently, American Eagle committed a crime. The way people are acting, American Eagle did the most disgusting thing they possibly could do. American Eagle hired an attractive white woman to be on their jeans commercial. And now, I kid you not, people are flipping out. People are flipping out. There's a lot of serious stuff going on in this world. There's so many serious stories. There's so much going on in the world. Yet the anti-white hatred has gotten so bad that the number one news story in America, mind you, there's like people shooting people and skyscrapers and all types of stuff going on. No one cares. Everyone is enraged right now because an attractive white woman with nice tits was on a blue jeans commercial. We got the mainstream media putting out article after article after article accusing this commercial of being Nazi propaganda and all types of stuff just because a blonde white woman that is attractive was on the commercial. And boy, oh boy, the anti-white hatred is at an all-time high. These people are flipping out. I've never seen nothing like it. And I've seen a lot of anti-white nonsense, but damn. To watch an entire country, and when I say an entire country, of course not everyone in it, but the left, the black community, the woke people, all of them are just losing their minds over a blue jeans commercial. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not. I know a lot of you don't watch TV anymore. You get commercials here on YouTube though. But white people have disappeared from commercials and advertising for the most part. There are rules in Hollywood that dictate that you can't even have white couples in most of these commercials anymore. You have to have an interracial couple. Okay? They have taken white people out of all advertisement. And the problem is all of these businesses are going down the drain. Victoria's Secret hardly has business anymore. Because over the past few years, Victoria's Secret decided that they were going to get rid of like their, I forgot what they're called, like the angels or whatever. The attractive women that they would have, you know, in their commercials or what have you, advertising their panties and bras. Well, they replaced all of those models with 500-pound black women. Okay? You had a bunch of Lizzos that were promoting Victoria's Secret. And what happened? A lot of women stopped shopping there. Because it turns out that seeing 500-pound black women in Victoria's Secret bras does not help you sell bras. And then you got places like Ulta. All of the attractive women, they had to be shunned to the side. Oh, we need trans people. We need dudes promoting makeup now. So over the past few years, we've seen this woke nonsense, and it has not been working. This advertising, it has not been working. None of the people that they're trying to appeal to even have money to buy these products. So these companies have been slowly going down the drain. Well, recently, a lot of these companies have tried to reverse course. American Eagle being one of them. And what did they do? They decided, hey, we're going to hire Sweeney and have her model our blue jeans while saying, hey, I have good jeans. Basically, a joke about how, hey, I'm attractive, I got nice boobs, I got a nice body, it's because I have good genes. And this has sent people completely overboard, ladies and gentlemen. They are losing their minds. And when I say they're losing their minds, I am not exaggerating. Before I sat down to watch this video, I was watching videos of people freak out. And people are literally breaking down in tears, crying in anger and sorrow because a cute white girl was on this jeans commercial. I kid you not, you would think they just lost a loved one. The way they're crying and mourning over this commercial. I think that some of them realize that the jig is up. The 500-pound black Shaniquas will no longer be, you know, in these commercials promoting the jeans and the undergarments and what have you. And these people are losing their minds because they realize that maybe America is headed back into the right direction again. Maybe we're headed away from all of the woke nonsense that we've been dealing with over the last few years. But I seriously need you guys to see some of these videos yourself, because I don't think I could properly describe them. And if I did, you probably wouldn't believe me. These people are breaking down to the point that they're acting as if they are afraid for their lives. I kid you not. They're saying, oh my God, they're going to come hang us next. First, they put a cute, attractive white girl in a pair of blue jeans in a commercial, and next, they're going to be hanging us from trees. It's crazy, folks. It is crazy. I have a clip to show you right now, but first, if you're here, if you enjoy the videos, if you enjoy the channel, consider supporting the channel in one of these free, quick, and easy ways. Hit that like button. The like button is not there for decoration. It helps the channel out a lot. It ensures that more people can see this content. So hit that like button. Drop a comment below. Don't be scared to share your opinion because I'm not scared to share mine. Share the video on social media. These crazy freaking lunatics are sharing their videos all over the place. So maybe it would be helpful if you guys share a video with someone that's talking about, a little common sense. Share the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now, if you really appreciate my work, you know I say things on this platform that I'm not supposed to say, so this platform does not support me in the way it should. If you really want to support my work, you could donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. Always greatly appreciated. But with that being said, let's go ahead and watch these people melt down over the blue jeans commercial, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not gonna believe us until we're hung out there, but then even then I feel like they'll be like, oh no. Kind of like they are with I see the same perpetual self-imposed victimhood. I did a post about saying, hey, like, these are the action steps that we really need to see from the good whites. Where I said, I need protection. Put my cash out. And she goes, well, would you just rather white women just not follow you at all anymore because da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, definitely unfollow me. If you thought you being here and clicking a follow button was doing me a favor, same as that one guy, whatever his name was, descendant of the oppressor. He's like, well, Lindsay still does a good job and I appreciate her work and labor, so I'm going to still follow her. No, definitely unfollow me. If you are any type of person, but especially a white woman who's coming to this platform thinking you're doing me a favor by clicking a follow button, leave now. Immediately now. Because honey boo boo, not this person, I'm doing you a favor by showing up and calling you out. But then seeing things like the Sweeney ad or Alligator Alcatraz or just everything, I know that people still don't believe me. And I think I wake up every morning and they're taking down something about Black people or prosecuting and I'm just sitting here like you would expect, like thousands of phone calls to come in through my lifetime. Say, oh my God, like now it's bad, like now. But I don't think that they know, and I just don't feel believed. And I don't love that for me because I imagine if even I had believed a lot sooner, we could have saved a lot of people,
As I was saying earlier on in this video, with every story like this one, where it's just blatantly clear that this is all about anti-white hatred, right? When it's blatantly clear that these people are just racist and don't like white people, every story like this one, there's always a baked-in excuse. Well, it's because of this. It's not because of race. It's because of this. What's the excuse here? Can anyone come up with a logical excuse as to why people are having meltdowns, mental breakdowns, crying on camera, all because of a blue jean commercial that features a white woman? How fragile can these people be? How hateful can these people be? A normal person would see this commercial and they would go about their day. Oh, wow. A woman wearing blue jeans. Cool. But these people hate white people so much that they see a white woman in a blue jeans commercial, and somehow, some way, this becomes the biggest news story in America. With everything that is going on, people getting killed left and right, all types of crazy, wild stuff happening. Planes are crashing every day, things are blowing up for no reason. But the number one news story in America is a blue jeans commercial. Not a controversial commercial at all. The only reason it's controversial to some people is because it's a white woman. If this was a commercial with a black woman in it, it could have been a 600-pound black woman trying and struggling to get on her jeans while talking about having good jeans and black girl magic, black is beautiful. It would be celebrated. They would give them an Emmy, an Oscar, something. I don't know if they have awards for commercials, but they would make one. Oh my God, this is the first 650-pound black woman to star in a Calvin Klein commercial. You know what I mean? This is the first of the first. This is history. But because it's a white woman, we're seeing this reaction. So don't ever in your mind think for 1 second that you could come to my channel and convince me that no, this isn't about anti-white hatred, this isn't about race, it's all about race. And maybe you don't see race, but guess what they do? All this, I don't see color, I don't see race. They see it. They saw the white woman on the blue jeans commercial and lost their freaking mind about it. And they're still losing their mind about it as we speak, folks. You haven't seen the half of it. I haven't even shown you the worst of it. But it's out there. It's out there. And these people are just boldly showing not only how insane they are, but how hateful they are. You gotta really be a special kind of racist to get so triggered by a blue jean commercial that you feel the need to go sit down in your living room and record videos of you crying and outraged about the commercial. That's next levels of racism. That's racism that that people in the 1800s couldn't even fathom. Slave owners themselves could not fathom this level of racism that we're seeing in today's day and age, where people are crying, angry and upset over the blue jeans commercial. Talking about, oh, what's next is they're going to hang us all. It's like, what in the hell is going on? But, folks, you cannot laugh this stuff off and ignore it. Because that's what people have been doing for a while now, and that's why we've reached this point where a blue jean commercial can cause this kind of reaction. And when you see people reacting this way to a commercial, just think of the level of hatred they harbor in their hearts. Imagine if these people flipping out over this commercial have access to your kids at school, or they have access to your grandparents at the nursing home. There's no telling what they'll do to them. So, is this commercial something that should be taken seriously? Should people be freaking out about it? No. But the reaction to it should be taken seriously. And if we're going to freak out about anything, I think we should freak out about the fact that people are freaking out about this commercial. Because it just shows you how far we have come, how bad things have gotten, and they're not going to get any better because people who are willing to call this stuff out like me are in the minority here. And I'll get more hate for this video than I do support. But speaking of support, apparently none of this backlash is hurting American Eagle. They're selling more jeans than ever now because the woke outrage mob, and when the black community gets upset and they say they're going to boycott things, none of that stuff matters because they're not at American Eagle shopping anyway. Most of them can't even fit into American Eagle clothing. And I say that as a fat person with self-awareness, enough self-awareness to know that most of the people freaking out about this stuff are fat themselves and can't even fit in this in these jeans. And the common theme that I keep seeing is unattractive women being mad about this campaign ad. There's so many unattractive women online raging out mad because an attractive woman was in a commercial. But it really shows you where we're at, because this used to be the norm. When I was growing up, we would turn on the TV and there would be hot women in the commercials all the time. Now you turn on the TV and there's like weird non-binary them days in all the commercials. And it literally makes you not want to buy any of the products. It makes you disgusted to even have seen what you just saw, what you just laid eyes on. It's crazy, the type of stuff they put in commercials these days, and then they wonder why sales are going down. They wonder why no one's going shopping at the mall anymore, and all of this stuff. But yeah, something tells me this is not the last that we're going to talk about this, because the meltdowns are just too plentiful, and I want to react to more of them. So make sure you're subscribed so you can see that in the future. Put your notifications on for sure. But with all of that being said, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.